Hi, I'm Rick Jones. I'm seated in front of a 2002 Boston Baby Grand 5'4". It's called a GP-163 and a stunning, looks absolutely brand new, polished ebony finish. Has a slow motion key cover so it won't smash your fingers when you're playing it. It's absolutely like new. Melvin did the work on it. It has a functioning middle sostenuto pedal. There's very little music written for it, but it's for advanced students. It comes with a concert bench that doesn't open up and store music, but it goes up and down with these knobs. You can adjust the height, and what a beautiful sound. This is it's designed by Steinway, and it's a partnership with Kawai. So it's made in Hamamatsu, Japan. You can do a lot of research on Google or any of the AI, like Chat GPT. Just type in Boston, the history of Boston pianos. Fantastic. So I'll give you the touch and tone analysis. They don't last here long at all because our prices are so good. This model, brand new, has a list price of $33,200. We're asking $16,898 with what I think, in my opinion, is a better warranty than new, because we're putting a lifetime 100% trade-in on it. That means you buy it for $16,898. Down the road, you want to upgrade to a bigger Grand. As long as it's of greater value, doesn't say how much you have to pay. If you're within a very liberal 100-mile radius of Washington, D.C., it's free delivery and free removal. You're waving goodbye to the one piano you had for a while as you trade up to the next piano. You can trade in as often as you want. We ship these pianos all over the country, so let's get started with it. Magnificent. If this had to be my last piano, I would absolutely be happy with it. It sounds and feels fantastic, better than new. and it has a huge bass. You put this on a hardwood floor in your house, you're going to hear it right here. It'll be very inspiring. It'll make you sit and play the piano longer. That's the whole key, right? And so you just do a little homework on Boston pianos. You'll see they're fantastic. They're not cheap. They're very expensive pianos, but we make them affordable here because we're pricing them to sell and to move them out the door. We've been doing this 45 years. The piano has been fully regulated. Melvin did all the work to it. And to appreciate that, if you got a minute, go to AI or Google and type in piano action regulation. You'll see it's a very intensive process. We use the Arthur Rieblitz rebuilding book. I had it as a textbook in college, but it's a 34-step procedure, and most of those steps you have to repeat 88 times because there's 88 keys, right? So it's 88 times 34. It's a lot of hand movements, a lot of parts being moved, get all the parts to move the right way. We set the piano up for success. That's why teachers send their students here. One of their first questions is, are your pianos regulated? Everybody tunes them. Tuning is easy. But are you regulating the pianos? And we tell them, come in and watch us. And when they come in and see actually what we do to the piano before it leaves, they flip out, because continued lessons is continued income for the teacher. If you or your child are uninspired and they quit playing, they think it's their fault sometimes, the child. It's heartbreaking. They'll go on Craigslist or eBay and buy a piano that's never been regulated since the day it left the factory 45 years ago. You know, it's like pulling all the spark plugs out of the car and telling me, yeah, it's running on 2 spark plugs. Go ahead and get in the race with everyone else. It's ridiculous. So we really set it up like it is a race car to make it perform well and come in first place. So you will love this piano. As far as the touch and tone analysis for you teachers out there who request it, 1 to 10, 1 would be mellow tone, 10 would be very bright. I'd give it a 4. Typical. Feels and sounds like a Steinway Grand. Beautiful. It'll just touch your heart. And as far as speaking of touch, the touch is a 5, from a 1 being a very light touch, 10 being unplayably heavy touch. It's right in the middle. It's neutral, right where teachers like it. And having that slow motion key cover is really nice if you have small children and you're concerned that they might get their fingers stuck or whatever on it. It really hurts. When they don't have this hydraulic from the factory, it'll really hurt your hands or wrist. And if a child or someone puts their finger on the side here, that's a dislocated finger. That's a trip to the hospital. And that's all been, and you rarely see that on grands, mostly on uprights, right? Because there's more children playing uprights than grands. But terrific piano. All you will need, click the slideshow presentation. It's right next door to this video. It says slideshow. Click for the slideshow. And this presentation that Paul does is fantastic. We use a really good camera. He's way better at a camera than me. Takes very good photos. So look at this piano. You can scroll through the pictures as you're watching this video. And we can ship this anywhere in the lower 48 states. We do it all the time to prove it. If you're watching this video from Ohio or Washington State or Maine or Florida or any of the states in between the lower 48, type in your state, Massachusetts, Oklahoma, type in your state and start reading the almost 500 unsolicited thank you letters from people that have taken delivery, trusting us that we're going to get it there, set it up safely by professional piano movers, and tune it and service it as if you were right across the street from our shop. We've been doing that 45 years. We have a huge network of competent piano movers that work together to get the piano to you quickly. And then we have a huge network of piano technicians using a directory of technicians that live right there in a 25 to 50 mile range from where you live. We tune it right before it leaves. You have up to 6 months to get the piano tuned for free. You're wasting your free tuning if you have it done right away. Let it settle in and acclimate to your home. And then that gives us plenty of time to find a good technician that lives right in your community. They're full-time piano technicians that are more than competent, more than willing and able to service this piano throughout and beyond the 10-year warranty period. So there's 3 ways you can buy this. You can come to our shop. We're open 7 days a week. You don't need an appointment. Very easy to find. Only 1 mile from the Washington Capitol Beltway at the 1 o'clock position of the Beltway. So from anywhere from Northern Virginia, 20 to 30 minutes. Baltimore, 30 to 40 minutes. DC, 20 to 30 minutes. Anywhere in Montgomery County, any of the counties around here, it's going to be a 20, 30-minute drive with no traffic. So come see us. That's number 1. 2 would be to call us with any questions. 3rd would be to buy through the shopping cart. And you can look up your state, just like looking up at the testimonial page at the top. You're watching, like I said, from Ohio or Pennsylvania, wherever, New York. type in your state and start reading these thank you letters. But you can look at your state alphabetically. You put it in the shopping cart. You're not obligated yet to buy it. It's not asking for your credit card information yet, but it pops up a screen where you can see the fixed cost of getting this piano safely set up in your home and ready to play by competent piano movers. And you'll be shocked how much you're saving. I mean, when you're looking at new pianos that are more than twice as much than this, you know, you're talking 15, 16,000 more to get it new. And as soon as you get it home, it's a used piano. You're not going to get anywhere near the value out of it, in my opinion. And it's just a fact. So what if you have to pay $600 or $2,000 to get it $3,000 out to Washington State, where we have many pianos? What's $3,000 to save $15,000 off the price of new? So, and get a better warranty with that lifetime trade-in. That's why people come here. You know, this is not a drive-by location, right? It's a destination location. People, you know, they have to come find us, but they make it worth their while. It's very safe back here. You'll love it. So we hope you'll do, like I said, as soon as I sat down, this first time I played it, I loved it. It's all I would ever need the rest of my life. It has a very responsive action. It just makes me want to sit and play it longer. Very inspiring. And you should be too. If you quit taking piano lessons on this, if you quit or your children quit, you can't blame it on the piano because it's set up for success. Hope we do business. Thanks.